of consequences, yeah, you can see how it becomes atonal. And it becomes like a percussive
more
thing.
percussive.
Like I was going to rehearsal, and I just moved to Arizona. I'm stuck in a monsoon, and I had a convertible at the time. Now, if you don't live in Arizona, you don't realize monsoons come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in a puddle of water by the time I got to the studio. I was so pissed off, and I picked up my guitar and went... And that's how Train of Consequences was.
Oh, that's badass.
And I do a lot of sliding with chords too. When I was
That's it gives it that like sick kind
of groaning sound.
Yeah. It's dope.
And that's a song, Hook and Mouth, and I did a lot of sliding. I did that in a couple songs in my previous band, but I can't remember what the songs were. But in Hook and Mouth, slide up on that last one. It's really heavy.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing
when you're tracking those, does the bass slide with you as well?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
the bass has got an approach of like fat guitar and lead bass kind of thing. Same thing with the drums. And when I don't play drums, but I can write drum parts.
Right.
And when I think of the drum as a melodic instrument instead of a percussive instrument, you can do solos going this way, going back the other way.
True.
Some of the stuff in the beginning, there was a lot of articulation with the guitars and the drums together.
Yeah.
So, like in Holy Wars, the beginning is... It's just a run. And then the drums come in. It's just triplets.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the song. And the drums, if they're just picked up like kaput, like every Al Green song that there is, it's just a dull beginning.
So when you're at home or like when you're approaching guitar to write, like one thing I get asked a lot is, do I practice? And like, do you, as a guitar player, sit down and practice?
No, I
don't either.
I like to write when I pick up the guitar, and because I'm not set up to record, when I pick up the guitar, if I'll play something, usually it escapes me.
Yeah.
And it's gone forever. And
I usually call my voicemail and play it into my voicemail.
I have a pocket cassette recorder that I keep on me. That was one of the reasons why my marriage got weird at the end, was because I would call my phone in the middle of the night and go, okay, when I die, I'll be released from hell. And my ex was going like, what? Who's he talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I'm stupid enough to be laying in bed to you calling up some woman. So anyways, long story short, again, with Holy Wars, there's some different chord patterns too, where I inverted some things. Like,
yeah, that's interesting.
And that's a real hellish chord right there.
Oh, I really like that.
Same chord on this side, string right here, but then go draw it down. It's really evil. So that part right there, if you heard it, it's weird. And I ended in a bar chord because the other thing is the exclamation on the whole thing.
Absolutely.
There's only a couple other tricks that I have. It's like the spider chord, which I did in, what was the last song? That's one of them.
Yeah, what's that all about?
That was the song I did before. Yeah, you don't have to jump off the strings, yeah. That's a spider chord.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's basically it. Like when I did it in Metallica, it was a...
That's really interesting.
And in Megadeth, in Wake Up This. Right? So it's...
Now, was that something that you kind of just...
That's my invention.
You invented that, too.
Yeah, because I was lazy.
To save yourself the trouble.
There's too much noise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I mean, I'm obviously very familiar with, like, those kind of chords. But to do that, that's a whole mind trip for me.
Yeah, you got to leave the other hand down there. It's just a temporary thing, yeah.
Doesn't have the same...
It's not.
It doesn't have the same
Because you
feel.
pick up. It's the other chord isn't sustaining.
That's badass.
So there's so much time in between there when you pick up. And it just kills the chord.
So I come up with a lot of stuff in the studio. Like in there's one song where in sort of to get super high, I just pull this. I pull it way up there. But live, it's nearly impossible to get into that position and come off of that.
How many frets is on that guitar?
This
21?
one? I don't know. I have no idea.
It's 24 fret, yeah. Well, what I used to do was I had a Bill Lawrence pickup that had the blades on it. This is too low right here.
Pickup, right?
Yeah, you can play the pickup. You were going to do it, but you know you'd have to have the pickup raised up a little bit more, and because the Bill Lawrence has the blade on it, it's almost like a fret wire.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it turns into that Uli Roth 600 fret guitar.
Absolutely.
You ever seen that guitar he has?
You guys fucking insane. But what I'm asking is more about like getting into that position.
How do you do it?
Without it being like.
Yeah, it's just a matter of not clunking around.
When learning, you know, because what I'm saying is like some of the stuff I come up with in the studio, I can't do it live.
Yeah, I'll show
because it's going to sound like, you know, this.
If I was gonna do it standing up.
Right. This is fucking awesome, by the way. Here's my other sound check song, by the way.
Okay.
Get used to that, Riss.
Okay, so if I was going to do this, the part in Washington is next. After I get done singing, I usually go, and I got the strap on backwards, but I'll pinch the guitar between my legs, and I'll have it back here so it's balancing this way. I walk away and I'm smiling, so because I know no one else can do that.
That is fucking the shit, dude. Well, Dave, thanks so much for coming here and playing guitar with me, and let's hear it for Dave Mustaine, man. Some amazing shit. And I think that if we learned anything as guitar players, like, yeah, you know, there's the typical stuff, and you can learn and pay attention to what everybody else is doing, but truly it's kind of about just inventing your own technique, your own sound, and that's what will set you apart as a player. Right on, man. Thank you so much, dude.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You got it, buddy.
One more time. And we will be back with a less amazing part of the show right after this.